that will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it on the right. He'll make the stop at the 21 after a pickup of about 5.
Hey, listen, as a receiver, you're running that hitch route against man coverage. You can't loaf on it, right? I know it's just a little short throw, but you've got to make the defender think you might be going deep. So a nice job not just taking it easy on the play. He put his foot in the ground, he drove back to the ball, and made it easy on his quarterback.
Looking for a man. It's Allen. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Nittany Lions have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best.
Got some room, head to the goal line, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they make it.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, and after not getting any sacks a week ago, we knew he was going to be a little frustrated, but he told us this week he wasn't going to try to press. He was just going to go out in this game, be himself, knowing the numbers and the stats would come. He's off to a great start in this game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanting to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Hunt is on its way. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time.
Caught at the 25. Touchdown, Penn State. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. Hard running there. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks can really attack on this second and short. Toss sweep to the right. And some room to work. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Drop play, quarterback keeps it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad...
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Green. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear, one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, and being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Washington. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry up. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Caught over the middle. It's Green. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football.
Turning it on! Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Obviously, great job picking up the first down there through the air, but you're trailing by a lot of points now, and you're in that area of the field where you should take a shot. If I was the offensive coordinator, I'd be thinking about throwing this next one into the end zone and trying to cut into the lead.
Offense gets set for second down. To the air, it's Green. Bringing the heat. He's got him. Touchdown, Arkansas. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You don't oftentimes see... You need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Makes the grab, it's Ross. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route.
A strike downfield. Into the secondary on the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
The Nittany Lions will try to put one on the board on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They go right back to this guy on second and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up fourth down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Razorbacks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Green. Quickly complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, going up top. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So now it's second and long. Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Nittany Lions are on the move. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fair catch, called for and made. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big.
He's taking the shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Green. Fakes to grab. No chance to run, but they still moving forward. The Razorbacks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open route.
That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
To the air. It's out. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He fields the football and makes the fair catch at his own 5, and he might have been better off taking a chance to see if that ball would bounce into the end zone. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. It's complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Green. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
And the Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll field the punt and look for room. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. To the air on first down. The short hands, it's Pena. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Ross. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Leaves it with the back. Finds some fresh air. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Great job by the back on the option.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing if that ball would just trickle into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Green. Got it in the middle. It's Blake. He's loose. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Forced out of the pocket. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. This senior shows some serious arm strength, firing that one in for the 1st down. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Finds us back in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Green. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Going up top again. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. The Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and that was an easy call for the referee.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Touchdown, Razorbacks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Scanning the field, it's Aller. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops. The Dynasty Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Creates a little space. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They go to the ground. Plows. It's a running room. Turning on the Jets. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Singleton. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Dynasty Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way.
Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Bringing it back. And on the interception return, he'll finally be stopped at the 33. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball? And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me. Not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ross. Touchdown, Dynasty Lions! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And he slants safeties are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
55, Arkansas.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Green. Snagged out of the air. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Anthony. At the 45 on his way. There he goes to the right. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back.
Hold it.
He said there would be days in games like this. Nothing seems to have gone right, and the latest mishap, a touchdown taken away by the flag. And the Razorbacks need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The pull and throw off the RPO. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage, and this may go against the defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll take the help from the penalty, but it's still 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on third down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about.
Hold it.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
Dropping back, it's Green. Got it in the middle, it's Platt. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Anthony. Changing on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick.
It's a seam wide open. Wide open spaces. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
He's got his man. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
Second down, he'll throw it. Caught close to the marker, it's Anthony. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The defense is dialed in right now, guys. They've got the lead. They're expecting pass. Offense trying to go 4 verticals, but all game long, this defense has stepped up, and they force another incompletion.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Denmark. Nice gain